Hi, my name is Ahmad bin Mukni, and my metric numbers is B0518200068. And in this video, I want to share a topic about car usage in each house. This topic is related to Sustainable Development Goals based on Goals 12, that is responsible production and consumption. As we might know that all days in each house, there might be one or two cars that owned by the head of the family. But nowadays, there is more than 3 cars in each house. Such as in this house, there are 3 cars that available. It might be one for the head of the family, and the others for the wife or the children. Is it true that we need more than 3 cars in each house? As you know, that car consume fuel to get moving. Can you think how much fuel that is needed to get moving all these 3 cars in daily life?
Consuming fuel too much will reduce the amount of fuel resources that are estimated around 60 years to be run out. As we know, burning fuel also emits carbon gases that will harm the environment through air pollution. And next,
how much raw material that been used and energy that been used to manufacture this car?
to manufacture a car, there are a wide variety of raw materials such as steel, aluminum, copper, glass, rubber, and special fibers that have been used. And also, there are a lot of energy has been used to build a car, such as for a typical hatchback of 1,200 kilograms, 160,000 megajoules of energy are needed to produce and assemble parts such as dashboard, tires, and engine. Nowadays, cars can consume fuel around 8 liters per 100 km for average budget car. If in a day a guy has to go through 60 km to go to the work and back home and send their children to the school, that is 24 liters in a day. And if the wife also goes to the work using her car, the consumption can be double. Moreover, if they have a child drive a car to the university, the consumption can be tripled. In overall, in a week, around 300 liters of fuel being consumed by the family. This example shows that if the number of the vehicle in the house increase, the more the fuel will be consumed. The fuel consumption also can be increased if the driver drives with high speed and recklessly step on the gas pedal. This will increase the carbon emission while decreasing the oil resources. Sometimes, if the car is too old and it's broken, some people might do not want to repair it because too expensive or the car is not worth it to be repaired. So they leave it stranded at outside of their house and the car become where wild plants and animals live. We can tell that it is not sustainable to just let the car being rusted because how many raw material and energy that has been used to manufacture the car just being wasted like that. This activity also could disturb other society on the resident as stranded car may block the road.
This problem need to be solved as we must play our role to maintaining our resources and environment sustainability. So right now I will propose some engineering solution for this problem.
To reduce the amount of fuel consumption, first, the manufacturer can reduce the weight of the vehicle. The fuel consumption depends on how the car's load. The more the load of the car, the more fuel will be used to get moving. Second, the manufacturer should produce more hybrid car for consumer to buy. Hybrid car is powered by conventional combustion engine and electric motor which uses energy stored in the battery. The energy will give some power to the car for accelerates from standstill before the engine kicks in. Electric motor produce more torque at low RPM, while combustion engine is efficient in high constant speed. This technology is useful in slow-moving traffic in the town road as fuel consumption are higher in this condition. For managing the abandoned cars, the cars need to have end-of-life vehicle management from the beginning manufacturing stage of the car. The parts of the car can be designed to be easy to disassemble and repair. This way can ease the maintenance of the car and increase the life cycle of the car parts. When the abandoned car has been disassembled, some parts that is still functioning, such as door panel and power mirror motor, which can be reused to another car as reconditioned parts, and these parts can be resold to private mechanics for another usage. After all usable parts is taken off from the car, the other parts can be sent to the junkyard to be crushed, and then it will be separated according to its material. Lastly, the material will be sold to other processing factory for recycling or energy recovery. Would you know that 75% of the vehicle is metallic and 20% is plastic? There are also non-engineering solutions for this problem. Here is some idea that I will propose to overcome this problem. For the fuel consumption problem, we can encourage people to use public transport as a daily transportation, such as go to the work. There are many public transports that are provided in the city, such as bus, taxi, and train. Some of the public transport, such as train, does not even use any fuel at all. Rather than you buy a new car for your wife and children, try to train them to use public transport. Moreover, this practice can promote sustainable lifestyle and providing higher quality lifestyle. We will save a lot of money while reducing carbon emission because there is no need to buy a new car and spending money to maintaining the cars. If you really need to provide a car each for your family member, make sure they all practice good driving behavior. If they drive according to speed limit, accelerate and braking steadily, and reduce the load in the vehicle, they could save fuel and minimize the carbon emission. Next, if some people have old cars that are not worth to be repaired because of the parts are too expensive, they can sell the car to the junkyard so the car can be disposed or recycled for another use. This way can save some space at home and may clear the road if the car is parked at the side of the road. If the car is sent to the junkyard to be recycled, this will make sure all the materials can be reused for another usage, such as spare parts for another car. As conclusion, you might think over the last decades, production patterns and consumption choices have become more sustainable. For example, LEDs are 10 times more efficient than bulbs, and cars have become more aerodynamic than before, and some cars have more fuel-efficient engine than back in 1990s. These examples of products have become more efficient in recent years. With these inventions, surely the environment effect should become lower, right? The answer is no. Despite all these improvements, our consumption and production patterns have become less sustainable. Because all these inventions become efficient and cheaper, people start to consume more, such as small car right now become more cheaper, and people who cannot afford to buy cars in old days now can buy a new one. As a result, more roads become more congested and more fuel will be used, and making the commutes less sustainable. Sustainable consumption and production is about doing more and better with less. It is also about decoupling economic growth from environmental degradation, increasing resource efficiency, and promoting sustainable lifestyles. Sustainable consumption and production can also contribute substantially to poverty alleviation and the transition towards low carbon and green economies. So, right now, we need to rethink our consumption and find alternatives for achieving sustainable production and consumption. And that's all from me. Thank you very much for listening.